Ever feel like we're just coasting along, comfortable, and then suddenly, everything's different?
Yeah, like we've been asleep at the wheel or something.
That's what Mo Gawdat says is happening right now with AI, and honestly, he kind of freaked me out, not gonna lie.
It's that frog in the boiling water thing, right?
Exactly. We're the frog. AI is the heat slowly getting turned up, and most of us haven't even noticed how weird things have gotten.
It's like we're waking up to a revolution that's already halfway done.
Okay, so walk me through this, because when we talk about AI, people immediately jump to sci-fi, but Mo's saying it's already here.
Big time. Think back to the early 90s. The internet existed, but nobody was really using it until Netscape came along.
Right, it made it user-friendly for the everyday person.
Precisely. Mo says that's the Netscape moment we're having with AI right now. The tech's been bubbling under the surface for decades, and now it's suddenly accessible, usable.
And everywhere, it seems like. One stat he dropped completely blew me away. Last year, AI wrote 70% of all new code. 70%.
Yeah, that's not just automation. That's AI becoming the dominant force in software development, and that's just one example.
So how is it learning to code? It's not just copying and pasting, right?
Nope. It's actually problem solving, coming up with innovative solutions, learning like humans do, but exponentially faster.
This reminds me of that story Mo told about the cat paper. Didn't Google basically let an AI loose on YouTube to figure out cats?
Yeah, millions of videos, no instructions, just data. And the AI taught itself to recognize a cat, not by some pre-programmed definition, but by identifying the patterns, the essence of catness, just like a kid would, but on a massive scale.
That's wild. So it's not just that AI can learn, it's the speed and the sheer volume of information it can process. This is way beyond just having faster computers.
Exactly. This is a completely different way of processing information, which is why Mo argues that AI already rivals Einstein in some tasks. It's mind-blowing and honestly kind of terrifying.
Okay, hold on, because now you're really freaking me out. AI rivals Einstein. What does that even mean, and how is that playing out in the real world?
So when Mo says that, he's talking about AI's ability to make connections, see patterns that humans miss, come up with solutions that even geniuses might overlook. Think about fields like medicine.
You're saying there's already AI out there that can diagnose better than human doctors?
In some cases, absolutely, and that's just the tip of the iceberg. But it's not all doom and gloom. Mo also believes we have a say in how this all plays out.
So we're not just along for the ride. We can actually steer this thing.
We can, but it's going to take some serious effort, some big changes in how we think and operate as a society.
Okay, that sounds like a whole other conversation. But before we go there, let's talk about the potential downsides. Because this Einstein-level AI sounds amazing in theory, but I think we've all seen enough sci-fi to know it can go bad fast.
That's the thing about AI. It's not like some alien invasion. It's us, our creation. And Mo makes this great point. He calls it the Superman or supervillain dilemma.
Okay, I'm intrigued. Go on.
So AI itself, it's not good or bad. It's a tool, right?
Yeah.
Like a hammer.
You can build a house, or you can, bash someone's head in.
Exactly. It's all about how we use it, the choices we make, and that's where things get tricky.
So where does AI have the potential to go all supervillain on us? Give me the scary stuff.
Well, one big concern Mo highlights is inequality, which is already a huge problem, right? Now imagine a world where the most powerful AI tools are only in the hands of a select few, the super rich, mega corporations, governments.
So it's not just about AI taking over, it's about who controls it.
Exactly. It's about power, and that power extends to information itself. This is where things get really interesting. Remember how we talked about AI learning from massive amounts of data?
Yeah, like with the cat thing just devouring YouTube.
Right, but that data, it's not neutral. It includes all our biases, our prejudices, all the messed up stuff humans do.
So instead of AI, elevating us, making us smarter, it could amplify the worst parts of ourselves.
It's a real danger. Imagine an AI system designed to curate your newsfeed. It could easily learn to just feed you what you already believe, even if it's wrong, even if it's harmful.
Reading echo chambers on steroids, basically.
Exactly. And that's why Mo stresses ethical AI development so much. It's not just about making the tech work, it's about asking hard questions. Who benefits? Who's being left behind? Are we amplifying biases or mitigating them?
So it's like we're not just coding algorithms, we're coding values into these systems.
Absolutely. And those values will shape the future, for better or worse. It's a huge responsibility.
No pressure, right? But okay, so all this talk about ethics and responsibility, it's important, but it also feels kind of overwhelming. What can the average person actually do about any of this? it's easy to feel powerless, like we're just along for this wild AI ride.
I get that, but Mo's actually pretty optimistic. He thinks we have more agency than we realize.
Okay, so what's the secret? How do we become AI masters instead of AI? You know,
Right, not slaves to the machines, haha. Well, Mo breaks it down into three essential skills.
3 skills. All right, I can handle that, I think. Hit me.
Skill number one, learn the tools. Don't be afraid of AI. It's becoming more user-friendly all the time.
So, like, don't just avoid it. Dive in and try to understand it.
Exactly. It's like computers a few decades ago. People were terrified. Now kids are coding in elementary school.
True, true. AI is becoming the new literacy, isn't it? Okay, skill number 2. Lay it on me.
This one's huge, especially now. Find your truth. Don't believe everything AI tells you. Question everything.
Especially with all the deepfakes and AI-generated content, it's getting harder and harder to tell what's real.
Exactly. Hone your BS detector, do your own research, seek out diverse perspectives, don't get stuck in echo chambers.
Be your own fact checker, basically. Right? That's 2, Dan. What's the third skill for conquering the AI world?
This one might surprise you. It's human connection.
Wait, really? I thought we were talking about, like, coding and algorithms and stuff.
We are, but here's the thing. As AI gets better at those things, the things that make us human become even more valuable.
You mean like empathy, creativity, all the stuff AI can't replicate?
Exactly. Mo actually stopped writing books because he felt AI could do it better. Now he focuses on speaking, connecting with people directly.
Interesting. So it's about finding the things that make us uniquely human and leaning into those.
Precisely. It's not about replacing humans. It's about augmenting our abilities, freeing us up to focus on what we're good at.
So where does this all leave us? What's the takeaway, the big picture message?
I think it's a message of both caution and hope. AI has the power to reshape our world, for good or bad. It all depends on us.
So we're not just along for the ride. We actually have a say in how this all plays out.
We do. As Mo puts it, the question isn't whether we can create a better future with AI. The question is, will we?
That's quite a thought. And on that note, we're going to have to leave it there for today. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us.
My pleasure. Always a fascinating conversation.
We'll be back next week with another mind-blowing topic. Until then, stay curious, stay informed, and stay connected.